This woman, together with her husband and her son, killed her lover. Crazy, right? She actually invited her lover to her own home, her marital home, and planned his death. It's a really crazy story. You don't want to miss it. It's true crime story time. Sit down, let me gist you. So in 2003, Zatoon Bibi met this guy called Iqbal, Mr. Iqbal, in his shop. His full name is Iqbal Tanveer, and they exchanged numbers and started a friendship, which was actually meant to be a fling, but unfortunately blossomed into a full blown, complicated relationship. Mr. Iqbal was a married man with 2 kids. Zatoon Bibi was also a married woman with 4 kids. And these two married people started an affair behind the backs of their respective spouses. So they kept this relationship going for a while, and then one day, Zatoon went on a trip with her lover to London. They actually lived in Birmingham, so they went to London on a trip, and she took pictures of the trip. So her husband found out later that she was actually seeing somebody and got so angry, he instantly decided to divorce her. They're Muslims, and according to one of the reporters, in Islamic religion, when you want to divorce your wife, all you have to do is say repeatedly 3 times, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. So he did divorce her instantly. But because of the community in which they were, he felt ashamed of letting the rest of the community know what had actually happened in his marriage. So he decided, together with his wife or ex-wife, that they weren't going to let anybody know they were divorced. So they'll pretend to still be married even though they're no longer together. Mr. Iqbal's wife also found out that there was a relationship going on between her husband and Zatoon Bibi. But because Mr. Iqbal's wife, Nasreen, is from a country where polygamy is accepted, she was all right with it. She didn't really mind. She accepted that her husband had another lover, and she was cool with it. So this relation continued over a span of 7 years. Zatoon got pregnant for Mr. Iqbal. Zatoon was still living with her husband like a married couple, together with their 4 kids, and had 2 more kids for Mr. Iqbal, who was also married with 2 kids. Both partners knew that their partners, their wives and husband, were cheating, and they were all cool with it. They were all living together. Now, at a point, Zatoon wanted to get more control over Iqbal, realizing that she's no longer married. She wanted more control over Iqbal, so she actually rented a property close to where Iqbal lives, where she would go there to try and meet up with Mr. Iqbal. She was trying to manipulate the situation and get Nasreen, Mr. Iqbal's wife, out of the scene. So she deliberately became friends with Nasreen, Mr. Iqbal's wife, took her number, and the idea was not for friendship. The idea of her taking her number and getting close to her wasn't for friendship. The idea was to try and separate her from her husband so she could have Iqbal all to herself. So she started sending Nasreen um, explicit videos of her and her husband to her to upset her and to cause arguments in her marriage, which would eventually separate them so she can have full control over Mr. Iqbal. But unfortunately, it actually backfired when Iqbal saw pictures, some of the pictures and videos she had sent to his wife. He got really, really angry and said to Bibi Zatoon, this relationship is over. I don't want to see you anymore. I want to concentrate just on my wife. I actually really love my wife. So it's over. And so this is when Bibi Zatoon decided that if she can't have Tanveer Iqbal, then nobody can have him. So she hatched a plan. What she did was she managed to convince her husband that it's actually Mr. Iqbal that has come between them. It's Mr. Iqbal that has ruined and destroyed their family. She's been trying to get away from him to no avail. So she wants his help to get rid of Iqbal. And Nawaz, her husband, was happy with this idea because he wanted his wife and his family back anyway. So they hatched a plan. They involved the 15-year-old boy at the time. They've got a son. They had a son at the time who was 15 called Kashim. They involved this teenager in their devilish plan. Please follow and subscribe to my YouTube story time with Stars TV for the rest of the story. We shall continue over there. So what they did was, Bibi invited Iqbal to come over to her house because she had two kids with him. It was his birthday, and she said to him, "The kids would like to see you. I've bought a little cake. Just come around and let's do a little celebration just for the sake of the kids. Come around and let's do just a little celebration on your birthday." Unbeknownst to Iqbal, Bibi's husband was seen on CCTV going to Poundland, a shop in the UK, to get a rope and heavy duty tape. And so when Iqbal got to the house, the crime investigators believe that because he's also he's a fit guy, he's not going to let you just try to kill him without resisting. He must have struggled with them. They must have struggled with him. So they believe that they probably pounced on him the minute he entered the house. Bibi's husband and Bibi's son pounced on him and they used the rope to strangle him. And that's how come they were able to overpower him and kill him. When they finished killing him, they put him in an old TV box and then put him in his own car, drove the car away somewhere, and abandoned the car. So Iqbal was reported missing by his family. They couldn't find him. 3 days later, somebody found his car and realized that he was actually in there. There was a dead body inside the car. So the police were called and they started the investigation through CCTV recordings and phone analysis. They were able to link this car booty murder to Bibi and her family. They actually found out that just 3 hours before Mr. Iqbal went to Bibi's house, Bibi's husband was seen in Poundland buying his murder kit. That is the tape and the rope that he was going to use to strangle their unsuspecting victim, Mr. Iqbal. When police arrested them, they denied having any knowledge of his death. They were detained still pending the trial. They were still detained, and they found out that Bibi, under police detention, was calling home, trying to convince her son, a teenage son, to lie and put all the blame on dad. In one of the recordings, they heard her saying that me and you can escape this if you say what I'm telling you to say, so that only dad can go to prison. We do not have to go to prison. You're too young. It's going to mess up your future. So just listen to me and say what I'm telling you to say so that we can stay back home and only your dad can go to prison. At the trial, both Bibi and the husband were blaming each other. They kept blaming each other, but regardless, they were found guilty. They were all found guilty of the murder of Mr. Iqbal, and all three of them were given life sentences. Bibi was given a life sentence with a minimum term of 27 years. Her husband was given a life sentence with a minimum term of 25 years. The son was also given a life sentence with a minimum of 6 years. Like they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. This is how far a woman that has been scorned can go to destroy a life just because she can't get what she wants. Zatoon Bibi had her own family, but she wasn't content with her family. She wanted another woman's husband. And so had to go to these great lengths to destroy their lives and to destroy Iqbal's life and bring it to an unexpected end. In a statement from the family members of Iqbal, they did say that this whole thing has brought profound pain in their family, and I wish the entire family strength and comfort as they go through life without their precious Iqbal. Thanks for watching. And please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more stories like this. Take care.